So there was this time back in my playboy phase, back in my single days, and I walked into the gym, okay? Just got to the gym, my friends were already here, walked into the gym. I see my group of friends down the end of the little path in the gym, right? So I walked down towards them, they were all like, oh, Luke, come here, come here, come here. Dapped them up, whatever, how are you doing, guys? Good to see you, blah, blah, blah. I had a bit of a laugh. And then in the corner of my eye, I see this girl doing like the one-legged squats thing on the bench. I don't know what they call it, Bulgarian, something like that. Anyway, one-legged squats on the bench. I seen her, and I seen her checking me out, like literally eyeing me up and down. And I noticed her. And at the time I was single, so I was all for it. I was like, yeah, sick, great. And my friends noticed it as well. And they were like, oh, Luke, that girl over there is checking you out. You should go and talk to her. And I was thinking, yeah, fuck it, why not? So I waited for her to finish her set. She went down to fill a water bottle up down at the other end of the path, okay? So I thought, right, perfect moment. I walked down, walked up behind her. Excuse me, don't mean to bother you, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, just some normal conversation. No cringy pickup lines, none of this bullshit. Normal conversation. You know, I've already seen her previously in the gym, and I know that she's seen me before, so I think I opened with something like that. Like, oh, you know, I've seen you around here, but I haven't seen you in quite a while. Where have you been? You've been slacking, blah, blah, blah. A little bit of a teasy joke, you know. The conversation went really, really well. It was flowing. It was really, really good. Shook her hand. Nice to meet you. I'm Luke. Blah, blah, blah. And at the end of it, as she was walking away, I didn't actually care about this, right? But I thought, you know what? I've done all of this conversating work now, this cold approach. My friends are watching. Why not? Let me go ask for the number. So I asked for the number at the end of it. I was like, by the way, do you mind if I get your number? Oh, sorry, I've got a boyfriend. All right, no worries. Nice to meet you though. Yeah, have a good day. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. She walked out the gym. Then I walked back down to my friends, and they were like, oh, what happened? What happened? Did you get it? Did you get it? I was like, nah, she's got a boyfriend. And they were like, ah. Then guess what? They tell me that every single one of them, there was about four friends in this little group at the time that I was talking to, and every single one of those 4 friends all approached the same girl in the same gym session, right? And then they got me to go and do it as well. So not only has this girl been pissed off because the same friend group keeps approaching her, then they've sent me to do it without my prior knowledge. She's seen me, a part of this friend group, come over to her and try and fucking spit some game, whatever. No wonder she's pissed off. And then she says she's got a boyfriend. Otherwise, I think I would have had that, lads. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, I still see this as a success in terms of cold approaching. And the reason being is because you're supposed to focus, and this goes for anything in life, not just women. This goes for running a business. This goes for making money. This goes for relationships, whatever. Focus on actions, not results, right? Results will come naturally if you do the right things, and if you're naturally just learning from your mistakes, you're doing the process of evolving as a man. The results that you want from life, making the money, getting the women, etc., they will just come naturally. You don't have to fixate on them so much. It's nice to set goals every now and then. It's nice to say to yourself, right, I'm going to achieve this much income this month and hit it. That's fun. But fixating on a result and looking at yourself as a failure if you don't get that result is not a positive thing to do. Now, what are most of you guys doing when it comes to women? I didn't get the number, so I'm a failure. She rejected me, so I'm a failure. There must be something wrong with me. This is where you're going wrong. You're focusing too much on the result. The result could be influenced. Maybe she actually had a boyfriend. Maybe her dog's just died. Maybe she was on a period. Maybe she's just not in the mood. It could be anything of why she rejected you on that day that you cold approached her, or that you went up to her and asked for her number, or asked her out on a date and she said no. It could have been anything. Maybe she just isn't attracted to you, and that's fine as well. It doesn't make you a failure. Whether or not you are a failure or a success when it comes to approaching women is whether or not you tried despite fear. Believe me, bro, I was shitting myself on that day. I wasn't as confident, as charismatic as I am today. I was terrified. I was shaking afterwards. I had to go lift some weights, you know what I mean? Let the energy out. But point is, I tried. I did it. Despite the fear, despite the anxiety, despite that bitch voice in my head telling me, no, stay comfortable. Don't do it. Make an excuse. Tell your friends an excuse. I'll do it later or whatever. No, I just did it instantly. As soon as they said, Luke, you should go talk to her. Cool, okay. Waited for her to finish her set. Straight over there. No hesitation. That is a success. Whether I get her number or not is out of my control. And it's the same with many things in life. Whether you hit that income goal, something could happen that is out of your control. Maybe the clients that you usually make money from just don't turn up. You can't control that. They're just not there. They're not on that day, whatever, right? So little things here and there in terms of results can be out of your control. The things that you can always control is whether or not you are trying your best. So that's number one. Remember that. As long as your actions on a day-to-day basis are in alignment with the man that you want to be, okay? So if you're trying to be a confident, charismatic, fucking womanizer, you make sure you act like that guy or as close as possible to that guy every single day. Whether you achieve the results of that just yet is irrelevant. They will come with time. The universe has to fucking marinate the results, right? The money that you want, you're not going to make 10K overnight. Not yet anyway. You have to do certain actions every single day, try your best every single day, learn from your mistakes, take in more knowledge, open your mind. Sooner or later, the results that you're aiming for will just fall into place. So that is number one. Just remember that. Focus on actions, not results. Number two, when it comes to women, women are human beings. I've got my notepad here, come prepared. Women are human beings. A lot of you are treating them like they're some sort of different species. How do I talk to women? How do I talk to girls? You know what you're on about, mate? How do you talk to anyone in your life? It's the same fucking thing. Just maybe lower your tone a little bit. Don't be as boyish and aggressive. I know when you're talking to your lads, you're proper loud and aggressive and maybe a bit crude here and there. You're not going to be like that with women, of course, until you get to know them. But it's not difficult. You still talk to them like they're a human being. Who are they? What are they into? What job do they have? That kind of shit. Just normal day-to-day things. Be interested in that person. Really isn't difficult. I'm not going to spend too much time on that point. Just stop viewing women as different to yourself. I'm not a feminist by any means, but you have to view them as equal in that regard, as they're just human beings, just like you would talk to the lads or the old lady in the park or the fucking teacher in your college, whatever. Women are the same, right? You just change your tone a little bit, maybe add in a bit of flirtatious, teasy banter. That's the only thing you're changing. You don't have to become a different person. Thing is, you're being too scared of embarrassing yourself. You're being too scared of doing something wrong, of coming across like a creep that is making you act inauthentically. And that inauthentic energy is causing these women to be put off by you. They can feel the energy. Believe me, feminine women especially, females in general. I don't want to say the word females, misogynist. Women in general are very in tune to energy. They can just sense it. That's why you can get a guy walk up to a girl in the club and he might be an attractive guy, right? But the energy he's giving off is just weird. Gives weird vibes. Women especially are a lot more in tune than that. So if you're going up to a girl and you're being inauthentic, you don't feel like you're saying the things that you would normally say because you're trying to filter yourself to seem more attractive or cool, that's not good. You're not going to get results by doing that. They can feel that weird off energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? So treat them just like human beings, just like you would anybody else. You don't treat them any differently. You're not pedestalizing them. They're not superior to you. They wake up and have a shit in the morning just like you do. They're probably more insecure than you are. So by you pedestalizing them and looking at them as if there's some sort of goddess you've got to obtain, it's making you weird. It's making you come across too try-hardy. Believe me, my most successful moments have been times where I just don't care. Just really don't care. There's been nights back in the day when I was single. Me and my mate would go to the club, we'd just be drunk already, and I'd be like, you know what? I'm not really arsed. Let me just go in there and just have a good time. I don't really care. Like some days we'd actually go and we'd have a little challenge about it. Right, I'll try and get, how many did we get last time? 10 numbers, right? We've got to get 12 in one go today. Like you would make a little game out of it. But there'd be some days I'd walk in there just not giving a shit. Now those are the days where I performed the best because my energy that I was giving off was nonchalant. It wasn't try hardy. It wasn't like I'm putting on a front. There was no pickup lines, none of that weird shit. I was just being me, authentically me, because I didn't care regardless. If I embarrassed myself, so what? And that's another bonus point I want to throw in here. Do not be scared of showing your true self, because right now, you're watching this video, you're too terrified of showing your authentic self, speaking authentically to women, telling the jokes you would normally tell, because you're scared of embarrassing yourself. Now, true confidence comes when you can embrace every part of yourself, the good, the bad, the ugly, the insecurities, the strengths, everything. Just embrace it all, own it all. I do it all the time. I laugh about my insecurities. I do it with you guys. If you embarrass yourself, you have to just own it, because there's two ways you can play it, right? Let's say you're talking to a girl. Maybe you're walking in the gym side by side together, okay? You're walking next to each other, you're talking to her, first time, maybe you slip over, right? This has happened, you've embarrassed yourself. There's two ways you can react to this. Insecure, defensive and weird and, terrified about it. Oh God, being all weird afterwards. Or you can just own it. You can laugh at yourself, turn it into a joke, turn it into some sort of smooth play. I don't know, maybe you fell over and went like this. Can I get your number? Do you know what I mean? Like, that was off the top of the head. Just freestyle this shit. Stop thinking so much and just be in the moment and enjoy it. And even if something bad does happen, even if you do embarrass yourself, learn to laugh at yourself. Stop taking life too seriously. I want you to practice that. That is your homework moving forward. Do not take life too seriously. Start laughing at yourself. Start laughing at your shortcomings, your insecurities. Be humorous, because it really is a superpower, okay? That's number 2. Number 3, I've touched on this many times before, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, but it is the attention currency that I always mention, okay? In a brief summary, what is a man's main goal when he's meeting women, when he's going on dates with women, when he's trying to, conversate with women? What's his main goal? What's he really trying to get out of the root of everything? If you move through all the bullshit and all the noise, what's he trying to get? He's trying to get laid, sex, right? Now that is what a woman offers to a man if he's earned it, sex, okay? You don't just, unless she's a hoe, you don't just get sex like that. You have to kind of, be vetted out, I guess you could say. You have to earn that currency that women give you. Now, the reason I mention it in like a currency sense, because it's very easy for you to understand. Attention, time, energy, that's your currency that you give to women. Most of you guys in DMs on Instagram, maybe you're liking a story every time she posts a picture, maybe you're commenting on all the posts and she never replies back to you, maybe you're liking all the posts, she never likes yours, this kind of shit. But it can also translate to real life as well. Maybe you're talking to a girl and she blatantly just isn't interested in you, yet you still give her more time and attention. You still waste your precious energy on a girl that doesn't even care about you. This is the equivalent of a girl just giving sex to a guy that uses her over and over again. You'll have girls that will say, why does he keep using me? Why does he keep getting off, not replying to me? Why is he being so... She's easy. There's no challenge there. He doesn't have to work for anything. He knows he's going to get that currency from her. Women are treating you the same because you're giving away your currency, which is your attention, your time, your focus, to them, and they don't even have to do nothing for it. Main premise that I want you to follow moving forward now is, unless, number 1, a woman reciprocates your energy, time, and attention that you're giving to her, you cut it off, or you at least withdraw it. You don't give her as much. So, for example, on text messages, you see this all the time. Maybe a girl takes hours to respond, and when she does respond, it's very blunt, very short, very dry. Yet you'll still text her with 3 text messages in a row, loads of attention, calling her, asking her how she is all day, wasting your time. Only give a woman attention if she's earned it. If you feel like she deserves it, right? If she's reciprocating that time and attention back to you, you give her more attention. She's earned it. That's what she wants. She wants your attention. Have you ever had a girlfriend and maybe one day you're mad at her and you don't give her attention, right? You look the other way, you're very quiet, you're very dry, you're very off. How much does that bother them, right? It's just like, it's torture to them, okay? This is your superpower, this is your weapon, and I'm not saying this in a manipulative way. You just need to start understanding that you need to value yourself before the woman. You're pedestalizing the woman, again, giving her all this attention, please, just for some pussy, like a little simp, like a little incel. Stop it. Take it back a little bit, start valuing yourself, and this is my last point, is focus on something else other than women. I preach to you guys that you should learn how to get women, you should have experiences with women, you should practice with women, you should develop that skill of being good with women. That is a part of your self-improvement, right? However, do not prioritize it. Do not make it your main focus in life. Even when I was in my little playboy phase and I had fucking endless amounts of women to talk to every single day, I was treating it like a full-time job. Even in that phase, I still prioritize YouTube. I still prioritize building my business, building myself in the gym, etc. Women did not come first. They were simply the icing on the cake, a bonus, the cherry on top. And that's what you got to look at it as. Because if you do that, it will stop you from wasting your attention on girls that do not value you. This is why you need an abundant mindset. There are billions of women out there. If a girl does not reciprocate the energy that you're giving to her, if she disrespects you, if she's rude, if she doesn't meet you on the time that you tell her to meet her to, if she's late all the time, if she replies really, hours later, stop wasting your attention. Reel it back a little bit or completely cut it off. And I promise you right now, if you do that, number 1, you'll save yourself so much time and you'll filter out the girls that are just wasting your time. Number 2, most of those girls, especially if they're attractive girls, will come back to you at some point. This happened to me so many times, bro. A girl is maybe back in the day when I wasn't as who I am today, right? And, I'd text a girl, she wouldn't reply, she'd leave me on red. Then you know what I'd do? I'd go and find the next one. On to the other one. That's why you need an abundant mindset. One of them ain't replying, cool, go text the other one. There's many different ones out there. You don't need to waste your time on one girl that isn't even giving you a text back. So that's what I did. I just withdrew my attention, focused it onto a new girl, and then you know what this one did? Because she's never been treated like that by a man before, because most men are simps, most men are desperate, and they'll keep texting. Oh, I'm not used to that. He just disappeared. I didn't reply to him, I didn't try again, he's gone. He's still posting on Instagram. He's just disappeared now. She'll come back at some point. Hi stranger, how have you been? Oh, I've seen you doing really good on YouTube. You know, I just wanted to check in on you. It's happened so many times, bro. So you need to start valuing your attention more than you value these women, okay? Write that down, drill it into your subconscious mind. Make sure that is you from now on. This becomes who you are. You are no longer a simp. You're no longer this desperate, beggy guy trying to get whatever you can get. You are the guy they're chasing after. They're lucky to be with you. That is how you frame it. Understand? The coaching is down below. If you want to come and talk to me on a personal level about any of your issues, we can solve them all. You might have to just get in contact through Instagram or email, as my Fiverr is currently under temporary review, so it's not actually accessible right now. The sexual mastery course is also down below. If you struggle with pornography addiction, premature ejaculation, erectile dysfunction, whatever sexual issues you may struggle with, you can find that course linked down below as well. Go and find it. If you are interested in Forex trading or other means of making money through the internet, contact me on Instagram, email, message me, say I'm interested in making money. What do you have for me, Luke? I'll sort you out, all right? With that being said, bro, write this shit down. It's important. If you can master this, you'll never struggle with women ever again. I can assure you of that, all right? Good to see you, bro. Plenty more content coming soon. I know I haven't been uploading as much as I usually do. I'm really honing in on business, making money this month. I'm scaling everything up to a ridiculous level. Next month, April, we're going to be taking over the internet again. So stay tuned for that. Look after yourself. See you soon. Boom.